First of all, I wanted to tell you my name once again. I think it entitled The Lon Sutton Show, and I think it was My Side of the Story. Well, I want to rephrase that. I don't have no show. The Almighty God, Jehovah, got the show. And like I say, I am a Jehovah's Witness, and I did get all trite for a while because it is written in the Bible that bad association spoils you for habit, and I got the courage from the fight. Alex, and on the committee of Joe Winner, he left the organization and he criminalized Jehovah's name, and that's a serious charge. That's something serious what he done. He is playing danger. Um, but he said that he was Alex, and he was on the committee. Now all of a sudden, he left Jehovah, and I would say that I left Jehovah myself, but I'm returning. I haven't been disfellowship. I'm not disassociated. They got me marked down as inaccurate. But I'm returning to Jehovah because I know that's the only way to go. I mean, things started getting rough for me. People started taking me as a joke and, making fun of me. When I got to that point, I saw trying to contradict the Bible. The Bible say that women staying silent. And I didn't see no truth in that. I just saw that anybody can give sermon, anybody can be a preacher. But if it's in the Bible, it's real. Yeah, I got to a point I didn't believe in the Bible no more. And I got in all kind of trouble. Embarrassment come my way every day. Humiliation. And I'm ashamed of where I am. So I'm going to turn to Jehovah because that's the only way to go. Um, like the Bible say, women staying silent. And you got women preaching in church. At one time, I used to watch these what they call Christian stations, and I got to a point I didn't listen to male preachers no more. I listened to women preachers like George Myers, Gloria Chapman, um, Angela, and I don't know their last name, but Marin. And I would listen to female preachers when the Bible already warned everybody that you don't supposed to listen to a female preacher. Women sitting silent, and Jehovah organization, women saying they praise. In Jehovah organization, you don't have women giving talks. Well, the Bible did say women staying silent. So I'm gonna read. I mean, I got to a point that what got me all trite is when the Bible say somewhere in the book of Genesis, it say God made man from dust. But I think it was Adam saw animals making out, so he wanted a mate. So it was rather well to say, and somewhere in the book of Genesis, the early part of Genesis, Genesis, I don't think it's 2:16, but I know it's somewhere in the early part of Genesis, it's a God took a rib from Aaron and made Eve. And that didn't make no sense to me. God took a rib from Aaron and made Eve. Why did he just with the power he got, why did he just pop his finger and made Eve and made Adam? Pop his finger and made Eve. So things didn't make sense to me, and I just turned against the Bible, and I think that was my number one mistake, turning against the Bible, because I didn't see no truth, and God took a rib from Adam and made Eve. But then I remember when I was a child, I was taught lean not on your own understanding. Don't lean on your own understanding. Because there ain't no excuse for leaning on your own understanding when we got a Bible 66 books in the Bible. And we got the Bible to show us the way to go. But first of all, before I get more back into the Bible, I want to say what made me come to my decision. I was hurt over the fact that police arrested me 12 times. 11, 10, 11, 12 times. They arrested me 12 times, and I was kind of hurt about it because I was always in jail. I stayed in the jail when I didn't break no law, and I got at least two. They'll let me know what I got. I was read on paper, but I got at least two felonies that I know about when I didn't break the law. The police deliberately, premeditated, lied on me. But I blame myself for it because I got away from Jehovah. And when you get away, when you leave Jehovah, anything can happen to you. But I was surprised to know that police will make up a story and deliberately, premeditated, lie on me. And I was hurt by it, so I say I need to get rich because I say that I'm gonna end up at my age or age of 68, I'm gonna end up in a nursing home, a psychiatric ward, a jail, a prison, a cemetery. So I need to get rich. I want to be a songwriter. I said I just got three ways of getting rich: be a songwriter, play the lotto, win the lawsuit, and win the lawsuit by being false arrest. But I realized what I should have done rather than try to fight the system, let Jehovah fight my fight for me. Rather than try to fight the system and get a lawsuit and get rich, I should have seek first the kingdom. I got away from the kingdom. So now I'm returning back to Jehovah. I'm going to attend all the meetings. I'm going to go out and field service. I already asked Jehovah to forgive me for all the wrong I done. But I know the only way Jehovah going to forgive me if I forgive others that trespass against me. Well, I don't know how to read. I didn't get my education, my book learning, so I don't know how to read. As long as I get anybody I can to read the Bible to me and read the publication of Jehovah's Witness to me, so I can learn, and so I can, if I don't want to bring a approach on Jehovah's name, so if I figure that somebody don't try to make me look like look bad or anything like that, I would just tell them uh, about the thing Jehovah, wow, the thing Jehovah got in store for us. Uh, I think it is Revelation 21, 4 and 5. I mean, we got all kind of diseases. We got the war in what the name of that place in Ukraine and Russia fighting, and they rape, they commit sex crimes, and people have to flee from their homes. Thousands are fleeing from their home, and their home is being burnt up as they pave their margin on their phone, on their house, and think that they house, and their houses are getting burnt up, and like people are getting killed every day. I was watching on the movies the first 48 hours about people that killing one another and got no conscience. Remind me of Second Timothy, and Second Timothy say, I think Second Timothy, before you get to the fifth chapter, fifth verse, it say having no national affection. That means they cannot kill and don't and have no feelings about it. So people are killing people are shooting people are robbing people, and we got diseases, which the Bible is fulfilling itself. And we got diseases, and we got all kind of bad things happening in the world today. Now all of a sudden, Jehovah say, go out there and make disciples. Well, in church, they don't go knocking on door to door. Like Jehovah do what the Bible say do. The Bible say go out there and make disciples. In church, to attend church, I think in some churches you gotta pay 10% of your earnings, well, of your money. You got if you got $100 in the bank, you gotta pay $10, leaving you with $90. So 10% is a lot of money. And unless you're a preacher on TV telling people to send them money and donate money to them. But the Bible says the guilt come to you free, so you must give it free. So they is charging, preacher is making a lot of money. I know I could tell you about the preacher that make that money. It's a preacher, maybe y'all not familiar with him because years ago, but one was Reverend Knight. Reverend Knight was very rich from preaching. And you got Billy Graham, he was very rich from preaching. And the preachers today, they got plenty of money from preaching, and they get paid good money to give the people the word that is false. But the Bible say the guilt came to you free, you must give it free. And another thing I was doing, I got away from Jehovah, and I was celebrating holidays like Christmas and New Year's. When I was on drugs, I used to smoke drugs, let's do drugs on Christmas, do a bunch of them on Christmas, and New Year's, and Easter, and stuff like that. When I know now that when the Bible give you the knowledge, do not celebrate holidays. Well, I was celebrating holidays. I did it wrong because it was a birthday party. What I'm saying, and I celebrate birthday party. I had a good meal, but I had no business in a birthday party situation. And another thing, I got my nephew to all comfort to me. Like I saw my Mariah Carey, and she was looking good, and she sang good, but she was dressed inappropriately. And like she was dressed half naked, and those kind of things I cannot watch no more. And you got Madonna dressed half naked. I can't watch that no more. You got Janet Jackson, the immoral thing that she was doing. She was dressed, I think, with her pants on. It might have been pants, it may not. I don't know what it was, but it looked like pants she was wearing. And she was dressed in that. I could not watch her no more because the immoral thing she do, get her down, kissing guys and feeling on guys and getting on top of guys and this and that. That is very against Jehovah commandment. So I can't watch that no more. So I gotta be careful. But mostly what I'm gonna listen to now is the music about Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm not gonna listen to much worry music, which is not nothing wrong with listening to worry music, just as long as they don't have that immoral, that profanity the rap singers use, and the immorality words they use, and this and that. Well, Jehovah don't like that, so we must go what Jehovah like. So what I did lean toward my own understanding. When the Bible mentions that God took a rib from Aaron and made Eve, well, I leaned toward my own understanding. And what I did is turn to the Bible, turn to Jehovah. And I just could not cope with being by Jehovah. I was being Jehovah's Witness. And I found myself getting baptized by accident. And now all of a sudden I'm a baptized witness, and I left Jehovah, and I stayed in that jail. When I left Jehovah, I stayed in that jail. But when I was in Columbus, Georgia, I got baptized as a Jehovah's Witness, and I still pioneer, and I would attend all the meetings. Sometimes I attend two meetings in one day. I was in the public talk and the White House lesson two times. I go there because a lot of times some of the committee guys invite me to go down out of town to the White House public talk because they had to give a talk, and I go with them. And when I get back to my town, I go back right back to the Kingdom Hall. So I still pioneer. I had responsibility in the meeting. I sell the microphone. I pass around the microphone when the friends in the Christian congregation had a comment to make. I pass them out the microphone so people can hear them. So it just got to that point that I noticed when I was acting in Jehovah organization, I didn't go to jail, but when I left Jehovah, I stayed in that jail. So now I do not leave Jehovah. It's a it's a lot of temptation out there, and temptation and easy to follow. You know, like you go out there and say, I want to watch Mariah Carey. I'm not coming down on them because maybe they don't know no better. But I'm just saying, when you want to watch Mariah Carey dress half naked, Madonna dress half naked, and Janet Jackson dress half naked and do all these immoral things, well, it always end up the temptation get the back best of you. And me, I know about the law of prayer. It's a protect me from temptation. But you gotta do the right thing yourself. You cannot listen and watch these women dressed half naked. You gotta to erase that from your mind. So automatically, you gotta get immoral things out of your mind, and violence is on the rise. So me, I doubt very seriously if I would ever watch a wrestling match again or a boxing match, and I'm not gonna sit back and watch no Rambo killing all those people because violence is on the rise. So violence and sexual immorality, um, this is bad association when you watch it on TV. That you don't have to socialize with somebody or go out on the town with somebody to be associated with them. Violence on TV and sexual reality in moral acts. That bad association when you watch it on TV, when you read the publication, this or that. So I'm reframing from these things because only thing I did was make a bad name for myself, turning against Jehovah. The only thing I did is become a widow, became a weird person, and became a joke at the town when I left Jehovah. So I remember and I recall I went to Columbus, Georgia Seminary, seminary I was baptized in, and I think it was the day I got baptized. They gave a drama about he was a young man, and he had a brother and a daddy. And this young man had an inheritance, and he ain't supposed to get it until he gets a certain age. So what he did, he asked his dad for his inheritance. And when his daddy gave it to him, and his brother said, "Don't give it to him." But his daddy said, "His money, I'm gonna give it to him." But when he got the money, he left Jehovah. And when he left Jehovah, he ended up getting in all kind of trouble. He ended up in jail. And by the way, he got a whole bunch of money, but he lost every penny he had. He was broke. He had no money. All that inheritance he had, he lost it. But his brother say, don't forgive him, Daddy. Don't take him back. His dad say that he want to return to Jehovah. Who am I to give him a turn to Jehovah? So they took him back. But it kind of reminded me of me. When I left Jehovah, I just when I was Jehovah Witness, I will fully respect it. Like I was going to door to door, knocking on doors, and usually on one occasion, me and another brother were working in field service, and we knocked on the door, and it was his time to preach. We took turn preaching, but it was his time to preach. And the guy opened the door, and he told both of us to get. He just pointed his finger. He said, "Get." He didn't want no power up, but I felt kind of bad. Well, his brother informed me that I shouldn't feel bad about that because he didn't tell us to get. He told Jehovah to get. So I took it better, but the rest of the doors I knock on, people in the neighborhood were very friendly. In fact, they even offer, sometimes I was preaching in wintertime and summertime, but in the summertime, it gets very hot and you get hydrated. So we went to one house, we went to several houses that did the same thing. Out in field service, they all have, drinks, like water, bottled water, cold bottled water. They want to know that we want a soft drink. They have a soft drink and to kill our thirst, and that made me feel good about it. So I'm getting back there because when you're Joe Winters and you going out in field service, and when you knock on that door, you don't know what behind that door. But what I won't be doing, I won't be thinking immoral thoughts. I won't be looking at these women in these short dresses because Jehovah already warned us about immorality. I think that got the best of Samson. I think that Delilah, I don't think I read in the Bible, but I think Delilah sexually attempt uh, Samson, and that's something the Israelite women didn't do. So Samson got in a lot of trouble. And David got in a lot of trouble. David, the one that killed the giants, got a chance to rule nations, and he got in a lot of trouble because he got into sexual immorality at time of war. And it's a long story, so I won't get into that too much. But I'm just saying that Jehovah got an order for us to go by. And if we don't go by Jehovah's order, we get in trouble. When we turn against Jehovah, we got nothing. So we must sit by Jehovah. And to that guy, I won't know. I won't go on call him guy because that might be inappropriate for a person that's trying to be a Christian. And I'm trying to be a Christian. I'm not a Christian. I'm a Jehovah Witness, but sometimes even Jehovah Witness falls short. But to that guy and these people that going around saying that they used to be Jehovah Witnesses and Jehovah Witnesses did this and Jehovah Witnesses did that, and I went to a community and the community did this and that. And the other guy, he was an Alice, and he was on the committee, and he was talking about how Jehovah Witnesses got in field service, and if they can't answer the question, they say they'll be back, but they don't come back. Well, I happen to know when a faithful Jehovah Witness, if they get to a point, they want to give you the best information. They know the answer. They know the answer, but they want to give you the best information. When they get to a point, they want to give you the best information. They want to do some research. Now in church, they don't do no research. They just blah, 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 at the mouth. They don't do no research in church. But in Jehovah organization, we hunt for the word like a person hunt for treasure. You know, like if somebody told you that somewhere in your house there's $10 million. Well, you'll tear down that house and you will get a hammer and nail and you will just tear down that house, get a bulldozer, tear down that house to find that $10 million. You will work hard to find that $10 million. Well, that's the way we should do about the word. You know, we should hunt for that word. And we should hunt and do what Jehovah tells us to do. Because the Bible is speaking about don't lean toward your own understanding. And that's what I did. I leaned toward my own understanding. I think I got off track where I just stopped believing the Bible. Because I heard the Bible say God took a rib from Adam and made Eve. So I got on the wrong track there, and when another thing I got on the wrong track. When the Bible say women saying silent, that means women shouldn't preach. So I got on the wrong track there. So I started listening to only female because it seems like it was male was out to get female, so I was on female side. So I just started listening to George Miles, Julia Chapman, Marilyn, Angela, and only female I will listen to. In fact, it's an exercise woman that come on TV. Her name is Beverly. And she an exercise woman. I started listening, she exercise, and I don't exercise with her, but I just like to watch her program and look at her, and she gives a word about God. And I would listen to her, but I wouldn't listen to male. But I just fall short. I just fell short because I would listen to female rather than male. When the Bible, if it's in the Bible, it's true. You got to believe in the Bible. So when the Bible saying female saying silent, well, of course, I'm going to be punished by males that wear female. Your female punished me too. I call from everybody. Males that wear female. And I started talking about what white women in the film did to me. White film, they did me wrong. But black people did me wrong too. You know, males and females, black males and black female did me wrong too. So it's not the color of the sex you is, it's just what you is inside. So I was done wrong, but when I look at it, a lot of people did me wrong, but when I look at it, I did myself wrong when I lean toward my own understanding. And the Bible say, walk by faith, not by sight. And I was leaning toward my own understanding there. Because I say, well, the Bible saying, walk by faith, not by sight. Well, I refuse to walk by faith. I'm going to walk by sight. I'm not going to walk by faith because faith is the unknown. But rather than me having these bad thoughts, I should have not leaning toward my own understanding, but now I'm right back to walking by faith, not by sight, and I'm getting away from the moral thing. And I told him, I don't know how to read too well, so I told my nephew, can he's not Joe Winners, he's not a Christian, but he's 15 years old, and I told him, can he read the publication to me, and can he read the Bible to me every day? And he said he will. So I'm doing pretty well there but I just learned that you cannot serve Jehovah on one hand. I'll give you a good example. I might be, this is what I didn't do in Georgia. When I was in Georgia, when I was your winner, when I got in field service, I did not acknowledge a girl with a mini dress on, a short pant, a woman that got her two-piece bathing suit on. I did not acknowledge them. But I ran into trouble when I started not looking at them, and those thoughts went to my head. And only that I know, I wanted to do immoral things. Now I'm back on track because when immoral thing come to me, I go to Jehovah and say, protect me from temptation and deliver me from the evil one. So that law of prayer, I think you'll find somewhere in Matthew, and the Matthew, the sixth chapter of Matthew. I forgot what verse, but it's somewhere in Matthew, the law of prayer. Our Father who now in heaven, hallowed be your name, let your kingdom come, let your will take place in heaven as it is on earth. Give our bread, our daily bread. So it will tell you about forgiving, and it do tell you about asking Jehovah to protect you from temptation. So I'm beginning to learn, turning against Jehovah. All I did was became the joke of the town. All I did become a widow, and I would give myself deeper in nothing but a mutilation thing, and wondering why I'm always doing these stupid things, why I'm always being mutilated. And I just find myself every day being mutilated. And I find out why. I turn against Jehovah. And when you turn against Jehovah, you got nothing. But I'm back to the Jehovah. Now, I don't know whether or not you can see this or not, but I see. When you see it, we're upside down, but it say returning. Let's see, can you see it like this? But it speaks about returning. Well, I don't have it that way, but it's a publication that I'm into now. It's called Returning Back to Jehovah. And that's what I'm doing. I'm reading that publication because I ran into some sisters that were witnesses. They were out there and they gave me that publication, Return Back to Jehovah. And I didn't do it. So I came to Georgia and I didn't damn back to Jehovah. In fact, I was discouraged because somebody gave me the video of this man saying that he was an Ellis and Jehovah Witnesses not right, and he was saying bad things about Jehovah Witnesses. And one girl said some guy raped her and the community do nothing about it. But you must realize the committee is not Jehovah. You must realize the committee is not Jehovah. So, you can't blame Jehovah for something that man did. So this male that got out there saying he used to be on the committee and he was an Ellis, well, he's got there saying bad thing about Jehovah's Witness, and that kind of affected me. But then I remember when it say bad association for youthful habit, but sometimes you gotta hang around bad association for temporary, and then you can get back on your feet, and then you can hang around on nutrition. So my search is to hang around on nutrition and nutrition organization, whether they male or female. And I learned leaning toward my own understanding. No, I would never lean toward my own understanding, but go by the word. And the word is written in the Bible what we should do to maintain good standing with Jehovah. So I'm not going to so much try to get rich and to protect myself where I can sell off because it is for me because I got a lot of bitch shot against me undercover They against me undercover, but they're against me. And I was expecting with all these false arrests, some bitch shot behind it. But I had too many false arrests. And with all these false arrests I got those false arrests, and it was bad for me. But with all those false arrests I had, I just say I gotta get rich. So I can hire me a lawyer, a good doctor, so they won't say that I'm not able to take care of myself. But I didn't do the right thing. I should have seek first the kingdom. I should have went to Jehovah in prayer and seek first the kingdom. Because it's freedom in serving Jehovah. We are in prison when we serve the devil. But freedom in serving Jehovah, and I'm gonna be a faithful Jehovah Witness. And right now, I was trying to get my own apartment so I can me whether they family or not, I won't be hanging around in the bad association. They family members, they friends, or they could have went to school with me, wherever. If you're not serving a Jehovah, I will not assemble myself with you. So automatically, I'm beginning to learn. So I will not do immoral things or immoral thinking. Because sometimes when you do immoral thinking, it's just like you're really doing immoral things. So I'm not going to sin against Jehovah because Jehovah created all. God made all things. So automatically, since Jehovah is the creator, I got to do things his way. Jehovah got laws for by it. And when this man got down and say he used to be on the committee and he an elder and Jehovah Witness ain't right and Jehovah Witness do this that, and when he started talking about Joel Wynn, talking about the prophets, the evil, they call them evil faith, but they prophets, they against Jehovah. He said Joel Wynn teach. They got amen down, and they're against everybody. But if you turn against Jehovah, how can you be for anybody? So I'm back to being a Jehovah Witness, and I'm gonna main thing what I gotta do. I know that I appreciate being having the roof over my head. I appreciate having the roof over my head, but I must work hard getting my own apartment so I can invite Christians to come along so we can encourage one another. But I'm gonna be at first I should have pioneer. But this time I'm gonna be a full time pioneer, and like if I those songs I write, I can't listen to them no more. Songs that I used to love by Janet Jackson, I can't listen to those kind of songs no more. Well, I don't see nothing wrong with Mariah Carey's songs, but it's the way she dressed. I can't watch her in concert no more. And Madonna, there ain't more than she done. I can't watch her no more. And even down the road doing more things, so I can't socialize with them no more. And that's all I'm doing is socializing with them. I'm socializing. While I watch Janet Jackson in concert, I'm socializing with her. When I'm watching Mariah Carey in concert, dressed like she got her panties in her bra, I'm socializing with them. I cannot do that no more. And I was listening to church music. I guess you could call it gospel music. That's what you call it. I was listening to gospel music, which I got to refrain from anything that run by Satan the devil. So I got to refrain from that. So I got to return fully back to Jehovah. But when I left Jehovah, once again, when I left Jehovah, I stayed in that jail from all false arrests. I didn't do nothing wrong. Police see me, handcuff me, and put me in jail. Don't tell me why they put me in jail. but they holding a grudge against me for something I done before I got baptized. But I was brought up, I was born into a Jehovah's Witness faith. When I was born, my family, all my mama and dad were already Jehovah's Witness. So I was born in the Jehovah's Witness organization. I was born not as a Jehovah's Witness. You gotta get baptized with water baptism before you become a Jehovah's Witness. But I was brought up as a Jehovah's Witness, so there's no excuse from me leaving Jehovah. Which I went to Jehovah and I prayed to Jehovah. And I told him, please forgive me. So now I feel like Jehovah forgiving me. So I cannot afford to make Jehovah feel bad. Because when you make Jehovah feel bad, you make Satan the devil happy. And Satan the devil is out to kill us all. Because he know he only got a short while on this earth. But this guy that said he was an elder on the community, and Jehovah's Witnesses got this and that, and they got things. Well, on the elders can read publication they sent to on the elder, other people can't read it. Well, what he doing, the guy that say he was an elder on the committee, and he was an elder, what he doing when he speaks to Jehovah and say that elders shouldn't do this and that, he leaning toward his own understanding. And that is wrong. And it was wrong for me to watch that on the video. But it was showing to me about people saying that they turn against Jehovah. And they turn against Jehovah's organization. And the elders say that he was the elder and many other elders that leave the organization, and they glad they did. Well, remember Judas, he was on the committee too. But he betrayed Christ. Judas was on the committee too. But he betrayed Christ, so that's the same thing that God did. He betrayed Christ in Jehovah by leading the organization and going around criminalizing Jehovah people, which he was wrong for that. So I'm just going to get to that point. I'm going to get informed. I'm going to learn about, you can't learn all the Bible, but you can learn a lot of what you can help others. But I'm going to get to that point. I'm going to learn that Bible. Because word knowledge ain't where it's at. Christian knowledge is where it's at. So I'm going to get that Christian knowledge, and I'm going to go out and field service and help others to maintain their intelligence to Jehovah. And those that want to serve Jehovah is welcome to serve Jehovah. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to serve Jehovah because no other way works for me. Why? I mean, every day. I'm making a fool out of myself, and I'm just widow. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just walking down the street, to the supermarket. They got not a supermarket, well, they got a shopping center down there where they got place you can buy clothes and things like that. Retail store. And I'm just walking there saying, yeah, I know I'm a loser. Just telling myself, just beating myself up, saying, I know I'm a loser. I know I'm not much. I know I'm a nobody. But how did I get to be Will? And I'm mad at hell. Well, forgive me, that is unacceptable, but I'm still weak in the truth. I got to return to Jehovah, but I'm still mad about being 68 years old. I never intended on being that old. But I cannot be mad about being 68 years old because it's a part of Jehovah's purpose for me to live to be 68. So I cannot go against Jehovah's purpose. So I got to go along with the program. And that's all I got to do, go along with the program, and that's what I'm going to do. Go along with Jehovah's program and just get away from violence and immoral things. If somebody in the world invite me to a party, and that I won't go because I know what go on at word parties. Immoral things, a lot of parties is full of sexual immorality, and they have sex wide open where everybody can see them at the party. So I didn't realize that Jehovah despise those kind of things. And for Jehovah to despise those kind of things, I don't want him to despise what I do. I want Jehovah to appreciate what I do and find favor in me. So from now on, I'm going to serve Jehovah, and I'm not going to lean on my own understanding. Well, I won't be coming on him no more, because when I come on him, I want to preach about Jehovah, and I know so little about the Bible. I know so little about Jehovah, what Jehovah got in so for us. I know so little because in Revelation 21, 4 and 5, it said God will wipe out every tear from their eye, and death will be no more. Neither will mourning nor eyesight be no more. The former thing had passed away. That means people that die today don't have to worry about dying no more. In the new order, we got so much going for us. So I'm working toward a new order, and I want to live in a new order where there ain't no death, there ain't no sickness, there ain't no sorrow, nothing like that. And the time is near at hand. Because in 2 Timothy, 3rd verse, 1 and 5, it say, but know this, in the last days of the end, trickle time, hard to deal with, will be him. For a man will be lover of themselves, lover of money, self-assumed, hard to feel. So I just told you about we living in the last days of the end. So because trickle time hard to deal with. Ain't trickle time hitting the all? What about the war they got in Ukraine and Russia, and people getting their heart burning, and the trouble we have in the USA? City after city is prevailing, and you are the first 48 hours, I think it's called the first 48 hours, when you watch that and find out how people are murdering people and not having no conscience about it, you realize we living in a trickle time where they have no natural affection. So we living in the last days of the end, and the end